This is a comment I got on my channel from a wholesaler. I have 5 deals that are below 65% in Texas, and I would have sold these 20 times over 5 months ago, but they are sitting like a rock now. Maybe you can relate to this wholesaler. So what is going on? Where are all the cash buyers? I'll tell you, during the past few years during the market boom, it was easy to make money flipping houses. You didn't have to follow sound business practices. The market was extremely forgiving. You could overpay for a house, go over budget on the rehab, and still sell it for a profit because the market was appreciating so fast. Many markets experienced 20 to 30% year-over-year growth. All you had to do was hold on to something for a few months and you could resell it for a lot more. In fact, this happened to me accidentally. In early 2021, I bought 14 single-family homes over the course of 3 to 4 months in Metro Detroit. At the time, I planned on keeping them as long-term rentals, so I paid more to buy them than I would have if they were fix and flips because I wasn't planning on spending very much on the renovations since they were going to be rentals, not flips. The goal was cash flow, not value add. But then the market took off so fast that I decided to just sell them. Now, most of them I didn't even rehab. All that happened was 5 to 6 months went by and they were suddenly selling for $50,000 more. So I cashed out and made a huge profit, but it wasn't because I did something smart. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. It was nothing more than pure dumb luck. No one anticipated the market would skyrocket like it did after the pandemic. Welcome to the unpredictable game of real estate. The difference is I knew it was luck, but many flippers don't understand that. They flooded the market because it was easy to make money. You could overpay, go over budget on the rehab, and still make money, but not from following the fundamentals of flipping houses. So when the crazy hot real estate market suddenly came to a screeching halt, all the flippers who had been overpaying for homes either quickly went out of business or are still stuck with homes they cannot sell and will soon be out of business. But either way, they are gone. That's why all the iBuyers are closing their doors. They were way overpaying and now they're screwed. Look, if you don't know me, I've been flipping houses for nearly 20 years. I make millions of dollars a year wholesaling and flipping. And here on my YouTube channel, I show you how to do the same. So if you want to be a flipping genius like me and live your dream life, subscribe to my channel and watch my videos. The thing is, a market correction is simply the natural selection process at its finest. If left alone, economics or the process of supply and demand always balances out. Right now, the market is correcting the out of control growth that has been happening. The correction is also eliminating the flippers who weren't following the basic rules of flipping, and as a result, all of the fly-by-night cash buyer flippers are gone. So, what does this mean for you and me as wholesalers? First of all, you need to know that a disruption in the market is the best time to reinvent yourself, grab market share, beat out your competition who is slow to adapt, and really level up your game. The cream rises to the top. The question is, do you have what it takes? Now, I believe if you want to crush it right now, wholesaling, there are 2 fundamental adjustments you must do right away. First is you have to make sure you are only bringing good deals to cash buyers. Now, I'll define what a good deal is in a minute, but you have to understand that the remaining legit cash buyers that are still in the game and are currently still buying houses have adjusted their buy criteria to reflect a correcting market. The days of wholesaling marginal deals is long gone, at least until the next cycle anyways. Today and into the foreseeable future, cash buyers are only buying good deals, so if you bring them crappy or marginal deals, you will quickly lose credibility. Slinging mud, as I call it, where you lock up anything and everything and then push it out to cash buyers, hoping one of them is dumb enough to buy a bad deal, is not a good idea right now. Bringing crappy deals to cash buyers will quickly discredit you, and it won't take long before they will no longer look at your deals. I recently did a video where I reviewed a deal that one of my students brought to me in my Finder program, and on the video I showed why it was a bad deal and a waste of my time. Now, I'll put the link to that video in the description below and you can watch it later. But I was super frustrated because I'm actively buying right now and you better not waste my time with crappy deals. By the way, I'll pay you $10,000 for every deal you find and bring me that meets my criteria. If that sounds exciting, go to my10kcheck.com to learn more. Now, I keep saying it's got to be a good deal, but what exactly is a good deal? Let's talk about it. Smart flippers that follow sound business practices follow what's called the 70% formula. Now, I'll explain this formula quickly, but if you want an in-depth breakdown, I did a video that explains it in detail that I'll put in the description below and you can watch later. The 70% formula starts with determining the after repair value, or ARV, of the subject property. ARV is simply the price the home will sell for after it's remodeled. Now, this is determined by comparing similar renovated homes in the same neighborhood. But keep in mind, smart flippers are adjusting the ARV to anticipate the market correcting. Think about it this way. If the ARV was $400,000 3 months ago, what will it be in 4 to 5 months from now when I'm done fixing it up and I list it for sale? If the market continues to go down, it will sell for less, and that decrease in value has to be factored in. And I did a video that explains how to adjust the ARV in a declining market. I'll put the link to that video in the description below and you can watch it later. Once you determine the adjusted ARV, you then take 30% off the top to cover financing costs, closing and commissions, and profit. Now, we call this soft cost. Then you subtract the hard cost of repairs, and then what's left is the flipper's buy price. So the formula is ARV times 70% minus repairs equals the buy price. That's the price you will wholesale it for to the cash buyer, which means you need to back out your wholesale fee to get your maximum allowable offer, or MAO. So for example, let's say the adjusted ARV is $375,000 and the rehab is $65,000 and you want to make a $10,000 wholesale fee. Here's the formula to determine your buy price. Take the ARV of $375,000 times 70% minus $65,000 for rehab minus $10,000 for your wholesale fee equals $187,500 as your MAO. Now, I created a deal analyzer tool that instantly calculates all of the numbers for you, and I'll give it to you for free. Just go to mydealanalyzer.com. So again, the first thing you need to do is follow the fundamentals and only bring good deals to cash buyers following the 70% formula. The second thing you need to do is nurture and develop your cash buyer relationships. When the market was red hot, it didn't matter. Cash buyers were everywhere and they were fighting over deals, and it didn't require much effort. In a hot market, the wholesaler is in the driver's seat because he controls the deal. In a slow or correcting market, the cash buyer is in the driver's seat because there's less competition and more opportunities, so he controls the deal. To retain your value as a wholesaler, it's not just about the property. What else are you doing to add value to your cash buyers to separate yourself from all the other wholesalers? Why should a cash buyer work with you and not the next girl or guy? What additional problems can you solve for cash buyers? How can you make your cash buyer's life easier? What can you do to be irreplaceable to your cash buyers? Now, I call this full service wholesaling. Here's some ideas to provide additional value. First, make sure you really understand your cash buyer's buy box and only bring him deals that fit. I call this profiling your cash buyer. I mentioned earlier to only bring cash buyers good deals, but also find out what types of homes they want, what areas, what level of rehab, and so on, and then only bring them deals that fit that profile. Next, think about additional things you can do that will make it easy for your cash buyer to want your deal. What if you provided comps for your cash buyer? What if you got bids from contractors and provided that to your cash buyer? What if you secured a local funding source and provided that to your cash buyer? My goal is to make it so my cash buyer can't say no to my deals. Being a full service wholesaler will separate you from all the other wholesalers. Listen, the secret to success in business is to solve more problems or bigger problems. You get paid in direct proportion to the value you provide. Want to make more money? Solve more problems. I recommend you segment your cash buyers into 3 categories. A-list buyers are your VIP buyers. They don't need to raise money and they pull the trigger fast. When we take a deal to an A buyer, he gets a personal phone call and first shot at the deal. Category 2 is your B-level buyers. They need more hand-holding. They use hard money. They need to go see the property 3 times and bring their contractors. They're good buyers, just high maintenance. B buyers get texts and emails about new deals. And the third category is C buyers, and they are just unknowns that somehow got on your list and you haven't profiled them yet. By the way, to take your wholesaling and flipping business to a whole new level, be sure to check out my software, Flipster. Not only does Flipster have a CRM to manage your contacts, but it has everything from A to Z to run your entire business. To get a 7-day free trial to test drive it yourself, go to joinflipster.com. But my point is, when it comes to cash buyer management, the easier you make it for your cash buyer to buy your deals, the more those cash buyers will want to work with you, and people do business with people they know, like, and trust. Now, if you think these adjustments are brilliant and you plan on implementing them ASAP, leave a comment and say, Jerry, you are a flipping genius. Next, I want you to watch a live presentation where I explained exactly how to wholesale and flip houses in a declining market. I plan on crushing it right now, and you can too. So watch that video now, and if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next video.